this summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gaskin. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. They'll run now with Gaskin. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Myles Gaskin.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now the former Cal Bear, it's Patrick Laird. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We're scoreless after one.
End of the first quarter with no score.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Dolphins.
Now Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Tannehill throwing again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd.
Here's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on down. Partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
The coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get near neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, and get on out for the half.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on third down, Tannehill going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Tannehill now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st down, it's Henry. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he's got his man on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got on that time.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield.
Tannehill's pass.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is a modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Now Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 8 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Titans 21, Dolphins nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Tannehill on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The Dolphins 1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Titans 28, Dolphins 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 34.
Tannehill. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Tannehill's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
The tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And it's 3rd down.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
That's out to the left and complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Devontae Parker. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Titans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week.